Hey wonderful people, it's me Angie. I hope you're having an amazing day wherever you are. This is a disclaimer before we get into the main body of the video, but I understand a lot of people are struggling right now to cope with being out of school, and I did try to fill the gap with a few live streams for some 8th grade science, but I realized I can't do that for everyone. So instead, the description box of this video is going to be a master list of free or affordable resources that you can use whether you're self-teaching or you're homeschooling someone else. I'm going from age 3 all the way up to age 18. There is a limit to how much you can put in the description, so I will move to the comments after that. If you know any useful resources that are affordable or free, please comment them in the description as well so we can all help each other out. Some examples: I'm doing a course right now with Imperial College online. They've broken the 2-year A-level maths course into 4 mini MOOCs online. Teacher is a website for English teachers, and they're offering a lot of free resources while this video is being filmed for people who need to self-teach or homeschool secondary school English. My Quizlet's going to be down there. A lot of revision websites I've mentioned before, like Maths Made Easy, physicsandmathstutor.com, they're all offering courses and packs and different things to help you out right now. I also want to say that I'm linking down below a company called Oxford Tutoring. I really like them. Been talking to them for a while, and I have a session with them tomorrow. I had a session with them last week. They essentially understand high quality education is often very expensive, so they are offering affordable tutoring from students who are currently studying at Oxford and Cambridge University. I do have a discount code to make it even more affordable for you. Use Angie2020 to get 15% off your first session. I think that's pretty much everything I have to tell you before we get to this video. Good luck everyone, stay safe. I hope you are keeping your social distancing and make sure you stay healthy. With that said, let's get to how to do well, how to study at home in online school. Hey wonderful people, so typically when I have my online lessons, either an hour before class starts in 55 minutes, or the night before, I will do some extra reading. So normally my teachers will upload the slides that we have to do. So that's what I'm about to do. I'm about to do some maths questions. Today's a long day. 3 hours of maths and 2 hours of chemistry. I've been up since 4, it's currently 8 AM and I've already done 2 hours of revision, so I'd like to get as much work done as possible before the lessons, because I do understand it's quite difficult to focus sometimes. There are some teachers where I'm just like, yo miss, I don't want to fall asleep on you, but I'm really struggling. So yeah. So the next tip is to write a to-do list. This is definitely one that everyone says, but you need to know how to write a to-do list the right way, and the main thing you need to consider is not over packaging it. Whether you choose to go digital or you're old school like me and want to write it down on a piece of paper, limit yourself to a set number of tasks a day so that you don't feel constantly overwhelmed like you're achieving nothing. Then you can break those tasks into smaller and smaller chunks, which makes it easier for you to feel accomplished. So the next tip is to use the Pomodoro method, or at least ratio. I like to remix it. The Pomodoro method essentially says that you set a 20-minute or a 25-minute timer, and then you have 5 minutes of break so that you can split your working into small sizable tasks. Personally, I just use it as a 5-to-1 ratio, so it could be 50 minutes to 10 minutes. You do the maths, but it makes sure that you stay focused in short periods of time. The next tip is to have somewhere to study that is set. You always study there, so it makes up your new normal. However, if you do get lethargic, consider switching it up and going to a different part of the house. I love studying outdoors, but sometimes I study at the dining table as well, because it's the new scenery I need without exactly, leaving my house. Hey, wonderful people. So the next tip is to get a lot of sleep. Bonnet, face mask. I'm in bed right now. Sleep is so important. Like, I know everyone's sleep cycle is messed up, but try your hardest to go to bed and wake up at the same time, the same way you would do if you were going to work or going to school. Yeah, it's really hard to talk right now, so let's go. I know that when I eat healthy, I feel a lot better about my body, and that is the next tip. So make sure you're eating all your brain foods and eating a super balanced diet. Right. I've made this mistake so you don't have to. Please, I beg you, do not do your lessons in bed. I've fallen into the trap and I've fallen asleep in 2 classes, but it was the same subject, so I'm really just counting it as 1. But honestly, try to stay at your desk or sitting up or somewhere else, because you will just fall asleep, and that is not cute. It's not good. There's so many things that can go wrong. The next tip is to stay active. Go on your run, go on your walk, do your Chloe Ting YouTube workouts, do whatever you can to keep yourself moving, because at the end of the day, if you were going to school, you'd be running for buses, you'd be running for the train, running for the tram, running for whatever. And it's so good for your body because you're reducing your stress hormones and increasing your happy hormones. Okay, so my final tip for you guys is to have a group chat with your classmates. This means that when you do turn off, you go on standby mode, you don't have to necessarily ask this teacher, because it can be quite embarrassing because it shows when you've not been paying attention. So if you have a group chat on the side, you could just message in there and be like, guys, what's going on? What did she say? I zoned out. And please don't be harsh on yourself. I zone out both in online lessons and in real life lessons, so it's okay, it's natural and it's normal. On top of this, if someone in the group chat has found something that might be useful for you, they can share it. If you need help with homework, things like that, or even just the questions that you're going through in the lesson, a group chat for your class, if you don't already have it, is a really useful thing to have. So with that said, give this video a big thumbs up, share it if you care, and as always, smile, subscribe, study hard, and I will see you wonderful people again very, very soon. Bye.